čtvrtfinále mužské dvouhry. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome players and umpires of men's singles finals of GAC Group 2013 IPGA World Tour Czech Open. Seeding number 17, world ranked 92.
It is the finals match, ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate match on Championship Sunday of the GAC Group ITTF 2013 Czech Open in Olomouc. We're seeing the men's singles finals match. Coming up in a few moments, we have Carlos Machado from Spain on the left here, and now in the picture, man of the hour, Masato Shiono from Japan. Both have played an amazing tournament, to be honest. Looking back to the round of 32, where Carlos Machado beat Taku Takakiwa, the #1 seeded player for this tournament. In the round of 16, beat Quentin Robineau from France 4-2. On the lower side of the bracket, Masato Shiono beat Kirill Skachkov 4-1. Looking at the quarter-final stage, we have a 4-0 for Carlos Machado against Alexander Shibaev, my personal favorite for this tournament. Masato Shiono beat local hero from the Czech Republic, Pavel Sirocek, 4-0 as well. And then semi-finals we saw earlier today, Carlos Machado beating another defensive player, Ruven Filos of Germany, straight up 4-0. There were no questions asked after that game. Other semi-finals match, Daniel Gorak from Poland played a great game against Masato Shiono, lost very closely in the 7th game. Shiono barely beating him 4-3. Has been quite exhausted after that match, and we'll see how much it affects him in the finals, as Carlos Machado had a very restful day today. His match taking about 45 minutes. Has been able to regenerate after that. But what about this man? What about Masato Shiono, 27-year-old player from Japan, was world ranked at 86 at the moment. Always loved to tell his story. It appeared out of thin air at the Japan Open 2013, paid his own entry fee, had to go through the qualification, barely made it through, and then won the tournament after beating 3 top 10 players such as Chen Xianan of Chinese Taipei, Kokiniwa of Japan, as well as Kenta Matsudera of Japan. That was incredible to watch. And he's continued his performance throughout the Czech Open here, finally appearing in the Japanese national jersey. Has earned his place among the team, if you ask me, more than once. It's a pity we have not seen him before now. Carlos Machado on the other side of the table. A man in the red and yellow, as we see here. 33 years old. World ranked at 92. He's been around for quite some time internationally. If you look back, his first appearance on the Pro Tour was in China Open 1998. His first World Championships 1999 in Eindhoven. Has been constantly participating in the World Tour. Just recently at the Spanish Open, reached the round of 16 in 2013. Has made it all the way to the Olympics in London. First round appearance for Carlos Machado, 2012. Runner-up in the Mediterranean Games 2005 in Almeria. In doubles, needless to say, has been around, very experienced man, Carlos Machado. These two have never met on an international level. That does not surprise me, concerning this is the 4th tournament for Masato Shiono, and he plays internationally.
First game, Shiono to serve.
Best of 7 game, ladies and gentlemen, once more, as is the theme for the Czech Open, attack versus defense. We've seen Carlos Machado running over a defensive player in the semifinals. Can he do it again? As he's demonstrated against Ruben Filos, Machado, very good eye on the table, very fast and very good touch too. Anticipation, like very few others in the world. Masato Shiono is warned. He's seen the match against Ruben Filos. Not so much backspin, but side spin on the ball. Very difficult to read for the Spanish player. A very different style of defensive table tennis compared to Ruben Filos. Much more passive, much more focusing on spin variations, playing oftentimes with no spin. It's chopped with no spin, and it's very difficult to see for the opponent. He brings back everything from all corners of the court. That is why he's loved among the fans. Spectacular to watch. Nicely done. Rather than smashing, Masato chose to just delicately put it into the second corner. We see here that is impossible to reach. Better start for the Japanese. I think he may have surprised Carlos Machado with the first 2 points where he was just attacking. Might have confused the Spanish player a bit. He's had his mind set on attacking himself. That was lucky, but nonetheless, you have to commend him for his reaction time. I have a feeling the first game's going to show us what the match has in store for us. done some incredible serve variations throughout this tournament. Masato Shiono, this one once again, topspin serve. Game points to the 27-year-old. Oh, and he takes it. Although very, very fortunate here, Masato Shiono leading 1-0.
ポイントは2つで、1つはやっぱりナックル横系のサービスもっと角度上から出してくれる。浮かするとやっぱそこだけだと低くまっすぐ変化つけていければそれは問題ない。でもう一つがサーブ出す時の気をつけるのはバックハンドでフリックポンってあれだけうまいから、急にあれ来る時あるからそこだけ気をつける。特に横回転をミドル前ぐらいに出すところでここまでフリックしてうまく切ったり長めに出したりとかそれにしっかりあとはいいよあと少しあんまり打てそうもないから粘ってくるパッそうです
Second game. MACHADO to serve. Bravo.
Second game commencing. Machado to serve. Luck continues. The question is, how fast is this guy? I mean, the term quick on his feet doesn't do him justice at all.
3-2.
I've talked about this so often in this tournament. Question when playing against defense, always patience. Need to be patient enough to set up your point, but not too passive. And what you cannot afford to do is force the issue, trying to keep the rally short. That is always the first instinct you have against defense. But some shots really are not suitable for smash. Really need to wait, bide your time. 4-5. Interesting to see that when he attacks, he does score a few points. I've brushed on this earlier. There's not much speed on that topspin, but such a good quality. I mean, the spin is incredible. And then there are these few shots where he just completely omits spin at all, opening the racket much more with the pimples, producing no spin. Coming up here. Might have been a chop, but you see that bouncing very high. Sign of little backspin at all. Eight to 5. He does have 5 game points. 5 opportunities to lead 2 games to 0. That would be huge for him in this finals match. Eleven to 6, that is the final score of this second game. Masato Shiono well on track to winning this. He's leading 2 games to 0.
He's leading 2 games to 0. Druhá hra pro Shiona Masata, 11-6.
レシーブだいぶ良くなってた。あのぐらい低かった。無理に3球目打たなくていい。ポッて入れてきたボールに対してそこで変化つけた方が角度どんどん狂わす。でも大チャンスボールだけ打っていくぐらいな気持ちでいい。で連打。大チャンスボールだと結構下がるから、そしたら連打できる。そうね。今やってること悪くない。でうまくフォア側にカット持ってった時にこっちクロス狙ってイボとかそこで変化つけていかないといけない。あまりこっちやっていくと序盤みたいにちょっと慣れてちょんちょんやってくる。変化は常に頭に。さあこれ。
Third game, ladies and gentlemen. Finals match of the men's singles division. Czech Open 2013.
Third game. Shiono to serve. Robert.
Once in a while we see the Carlos Machado we saw earlier today. Tactics sound against defense. Just having problems with the quality of Masato Shiono's shots. Just wow. That point could have been over 2-3 times maybe. Could have ended well for both players, but once again, Masato Shiono keeping the upper hand, even if he has to attack with topspin after topspin. This is a crucial stage in the game. Carlos Machado must win this game at all costs. Cannot afford to be down 3-0. Very unsure if he can come back from that. Incredible. And that's really the separation point between him and, let's say, Ruven Filus, for example. He's so much faster, Masato Shiono. He does chop too, but he takes every shot way earlier, giving the opponent little time to read the spin and to move towards the ball. Makes it more difficult to take control over a rally. Timeout for Carlos Machado. Feels the need here to slow things down a bit. As I've said, he desperately needs to win this game. No coach present. All the Spanish delegation already left the scene here. A lot of Spanish players competing. He's the last one standing. To rely on his experience now. But we see here this footwork study of Masato Shiono. Look how he never stands still at all. Always moves back into a neutral position. No cross steps either. That is always the most interesting thing to watch. Another player who does have this kind of footwork, for example, is Jiang Jike of China. Never see a cross step from him. These are all side steps, side jumps. Seven for timeout. No effect at all for Carlos Machado. Rather the opposite. serve, topspin serve, long into the backhand. I don't believe it. And there were 3 shots in that rally that should not have come back to the table at all. This one was the first. Second one. And the third one. And compared to that, it was almost easy. Once again, this is really so beautiful to see for every table tennis fan. Service variation, textbook play really. Long serve, no spin, he hasn't done that in a while, completely worked out. Game points in a row, 3 for Masato Shionno. He takes the first one, 11-7, he's up 3 games to 0.
Third game for Shiono Masato, he's leading 3 games to 0. Třetí hru vyhrává Shiono Masato v poměru 11-7 a ujímá si vedení 3-0.
で注意するのはサーブポンって無意識に出したらポンって振られるからそれだけ注意してしっかりそこだけ集中していかないあとは問題ないレシーブ4球だけ集中してなしっかり変化つけてから動きさあ頑張れ一気にいくぜ一気にいくカモン
Fourth game. And if my experience serves here, this might as well be the last game, unless Carlos Machado has another trick up his sleeve here. Needs to change almost everything in order to beat Masato Shionno. Look at that. His defense is so airtight, he could be a submarine. It all comes back to the table. Cannot get through with anything against him. when you give him the opportunity, he does attack topspin of such a high quality. I mean, not to sound biased, Carlos Machado's not playing a bad game, but he's just out of options at this point. Has played so well against Ruben Filos from the first 3 points on, took charge of the game, moved the defending player around, had the control over spin, speed, placement, everything, and it's a complete opposite here. Two. Timeout is gone for Carlos Machado. What is there left to do here? Maybe try something completely different. Try locking Masato Shiono down in short push game. Maybe he can work himself up to a topspin there. Because this just doesn't work. To 3-0, talk about dominance. Fantastic. 8 match points for Masato Shiono. First time of asking, ladies and gentlemen, he takes it. What a game, what a finals match of these Czech Open. Congratulations to Carlos Machado. He did crack a few hard nuts in this tournament. Beat Taku Takakiwa, beat Ruben Filos, and beat Alexander Shibaev. But this man here, Masato Shiono, what a tournament, what a performance in the finals. 4-0.
Last game for Shiono, he won 4-0, and he became the winner of GAC Group 2013.
So it seems we found our 4 champions, ladies and gentlemen. This concludes our broadcast of the matches of the Czech Open 2013, the GAC World Tour Major Series event. Hope you enjoyed yourself. My name is Sebastian Hallen. Always a pleasure to be commentating professional table tennis. Coming up is the award ceremony. Stay tuned to watch the champion be crowned as such.